Have you ever noticed how, in certain moments, a thought or a memory arises so intensely that it feels like more than just nostalgia? It's as if there's an invisible thread, a connection that transcends time and space, linking you to someone in an inexplicable way. Maybe you're sitting in silence, maybe in the middle of an ordinary afternoon, and suddenly their name, their face, or even the sensation of their presence invades your heart. This is no coincidence. The angels are here to tell you that something profound is happening, something that goes beyond what you can see or touch. You need to know, they feel you. More than you imagine, more than they may be able to comprehend. This connection is real, and the angels whisper that it carries a purpose. When you think of them, you're not just accessing shared memories, but sending out an energy that crosses invisible barriers. And likewise, when you feel that sudden restlessness, a warmth in your chest, or even an unexpected tear, it may be them calling out to you, even unconsciously. The angels urge you to pay attention in these moments, because they reveal messages that can transform your life. There are people who share something much greater than words or gestures. Have you ever wondered why you feel this strong connection? Why, even from a distance, it seems like there's something between you that never fades. The angels explain that some souls come to this world already intertwined, destined to cross paths, to learn and teach each other in ways that aren't always easy to understand. And most powerful of all is that, even when physically apart, the energy of this bond remains alive. Imagine, for a moment, a golden line of light connecting both of your hearts. This line pulsates with every emotion you feel, with every loving thought, or even with the doubts you carry. They may not be fully aware, but their heart feels. There is a calling, a silent exchange that happens on levels beyond the mind. And the angels urge you to trust in this process. Nothing happens by chance, and everything you feel holds a greater meaning. Once, someone shared with me an experience that felt almost magical. In a moment of deep sadness, they looked up at the sky and asked for a sign. Minutes later, they received an unexpected message from that special person, someone who was far away, yet seemed to know exactly what they needed to hear. The angels were there, orchestrating that meeting of souls, even if through simple words. And I sense that in some way you have also experienced something like that, a sign, a gesture, something that brought the certainty that this connection is stronger than any obstacle. But what does this mean for you now? The angels wish for you to understand that this connection is not just a coincidence or a whimsy of fate. It is part of your journey. It is here to teach, to heal, to show you the power of love in its deepest form. And it's not just about them, but about you. How you open yourself to feeling, how you allow that energy to touch your life and transform it. The angels ask you to wonder, what is this connection trying to teach me? Which part of me needs to be illuminated by this experience? As you ponder on this, I want you to take a deep breath and place your hand on your heart. Feel the life pulsating within you, the warmth spreading from your core. Repeat to yourself, I am deserving of love. I am deserving of deep and true connections. The angels are all around you now, enveloping you in a soft, golden light, helping you understand that all of this is part of a bigger plan. And here's something you need to hear. They feel your energy because love, at its core, knows no bounds. But the angels also want you to know that this connection is only fully realized when you find your own strength, your own light. No matter what they feel or don't feel, what truly matters is what you do with that, what you choose for your life based on that feeling. Because you are the protagonist of your story, and the angels are here to remind you that your light is what truly transforms everything around you. And as you reflect on all of this, I want you to know, the signs are everywhere. Maybe in a song that suddenly plays, in a number you repeatedly see, or even in the breeze that gently caresses your face in a moment of silence. The angels speak to you through these small subtleties, and they want you to be attentive. You are not alone. This connection, this feeling, has a purpose. And in the moments to come, the angels will reveal even more about what this means for your journey. So, I ask you, are you ready to hear what they have to say? Keep your heart open, because what is to come next could change everything. Have you ever noticed how some signs seem to appear when we need answers the most, but we end up ignoring them? Maybe an unexpected song playing on the radio, a light reflecting in a peculiar way through your window, or even a number that keeps showing up, as if it were a whisper from the universe. These signs, which you often think are mere coincidence, are actually messages from the angels trying to reach you. Now they urge you to listen with your heart and pay attention, because there is something important that needs to be revealed. The angels have been speaking to you more than you realize. They whisper in the gentle breezes that caress your face when you feel lost, or in the small coincidences that make you stop and ponder. They know about your pains, about the moments when you felt invisible, unsure of which way to go. And yet, even in the midst of doubts, they have been sending constant signals to remind you, you are not alone. But have you been allowing these messages to touch your heart? I once heard a story about someone who, in a moment of great suffering, found a white feather lying next to their bed. It was an ordinary day, but marked by a sadness that seemed endless. That feather, so simple and delicate, carried a different energy. It became a sign. A reminder that the angels were there, watching over them, even when everything seemed dark. And from that moment on, something changed. A feeling of peace began to emerge, subtly, like the sunrise that illuminates the horizon after a long night. I feel like the angels have been doing something similar for them. Maybe they've also seen feathers on the ground, or noticed butterflies that keep crossing their path. They might have felt an unexpected breeze while reflecting on their pains, or even realized that certain words said by others seemed tailor-made to reach them. These are not mere coincidences. They are divine touches, gently trying to guide them towards the path of emotional healing. The angels want them to know that the answers they seek are closer than they imagine. They ask them to slow down, to take a moment to listen, not just with their ears, but with their soul. Close your eyes now, take a deep breath, and ask yourself, what are the angels trying to show me? Perhaps they will feel that subtle sense of comfort, a warmth that fills their chest, or an idea that sparks. Trust. This is how they speak. If they have been ignoring these signs, they should not blame themselves. Often, the noise of the world around us is so loud that we can't notice the gentleness of the messages coming from above. But the angels are patient. They don't give up on them. They will continue to send messages, in increasingly clearer ways, until they recognize them. And when that happens, they will realize that they were never lost, just needed time to see the light that has always been within their reach. And now I ask you, what was the last sign you felt but didn't pay attention to? A dream, a sensation, something that seemed to want to tell you something important? The angels ask you to reflect on this, because it may be the key to what you are searching for. The emotional healing you seek begins right now, when you decide to open your heart and allow the celestial energy to surround you. Tonight, before you go to sleep, do something simple. Light a candle, choose a color that brings you peace, and ask the angels to send you a clear sign. Place your hand on your heart and repeat, I am ready to listen, I am ready to receive. Be attentive, because they will hear you. And as you ponder on this, know that there is more to be revealed. The angels have an even more powerful message waiting for you. They are preparing something special, something that can transform the way you see life. But, my dear, that will be revealed at the right moment. Stay at peace. Close your eyes for a moment and take a deep breath. Feel the air filling your chest, as if a soft light is flowing into you. This moment of pause is more than a simple gesture. It is the beginning of a connection. I sense that the angels have something important to tell you, and they ask you to listen with your heart, not just with your ears. Because often, what you seek outside is already within you, just waiting for a moment of silence to be heard. Have you ever noticed how there are moments when an inexplicable feeling takes over you? As if something inside of you is trying to get your attention. Maybe it's a restlessness that arises for no apparent reason, or a sudden desire to change something in your life. The angels whisper that this is your intuition, the voice of your heart, trying to guide you towards the path that your soul already knows. But how many times have you trusted it? How many times have you ignored these signs only to realize, later on, that the answer was there all along? Intuition is like a calm river flowing within you, carrying direct messages from the divine. However, in the hustle and bustle of daily life, amidst the commitments and concerns, it's easy to silence that soft voice. And that's precisely why the angels ask you to slow down. They know that when you quiet the external noise, you can hear the answers that have been waiting for you. It's not about magic or mystery, it's about trust. Because even in moments when everything seems uncertain, your intuition is a lighthouse, a bridge connecting your deepest desires to the reality you want to create. I once knew someone who, in a moment of great doubt, decided to stop everything they were doing and just listen. They were on the verge of an important decision but were afraid of choosing the wrong path. So, on a quiet night, they lit a candle and placed their hand over their heart. They allowed themselves to feel. And at that moment, an old memory came to mind. It was something that seemed insignificant, but suddenly, it all made sense. That memory brought the clarity they needed to take the next step. And you know what happened? Everything started to flow. Intuition, guided by the angels, led them exactly where they needed to be. And now, I ask you, are you willing to do the same? Are you open to trusting yourself more, to listening to what your heart has to say? The angels are by your side, ready to reinforce every message your soul is already trying to send. They want you to know that even in moments when doubt feels heavy, your heart carries the key to turn any challenge into an opportunity. But for that, it takes courage. Courage to trust. Courage to act. Take part in a small ritual today. It can be something simple. At the end of the day, find a peaceful spot, light a candle, or just play a soothing song. Close your eyes, place your hand over your heart, and ask yourself, what do I truly desire? What is the next step my soul wants to take? Don't expect the answer to come like thunder or a miracle. Sometimes it's subtle, like the touch of a breeze on your face. But believe me, it will come. And when it does, the angels will be there to give you the strength needed to act. You don't need to have all the answers right now. You just need to trust that they are already within you, waiting for the right moment to reveal themselves. And as you ponder on this, know that the angels whisper a special message to you in this very moment. You are never alone. There is a divine force guiding each step you take. Trust the process. Trust yourself. And what comes next? That's something you'll need to feel. Because the angels have more to unveil, and I know you are ready to listen. There is a silence that speaks louder than any words. It resonates deep within the soul, in those moments when you question, wait, and maybe even doubt. This silence may seem empty, but in reality, it is filled with answers. Answers that come from divine timing, angelic whispers, and the light you carry within yourself. Have you ever wondered why certain things seem out of reach, even when you give it your all? Why someone who holds such a place in your heart seems distant or unable to offer the answers you seek? The angels want you to know that there is a sacred reason for this. They are working on plans that you can't yet see, but that will, at the right moment, unfold like a perfect mosaic. Trust. That's the word they're repeating to you now. Trust in the silence. Trust in time. Trust in the strength that pulses within you, even when it feels like everything around you has stopped. Divine timing is not the same as ours. While you're counting the days, angels are aligning energies, people, and circumstances so that what is meant for you will reach you in the purest and most perfect way. But for that, you need to learn to wait with faith, without getting lost in anxiety and doubt. I want you to take a deep breath for a moment. Close your eyes and feel the air coming in and out. This simple act, often unnoticed, is a reminder: life flows. Even when you don't realize it, there is a constant movement. And you are part of that flow. Angels surround you, guiding each step, even when you feel like you're walking alone. Have you ever noticed how certain things arrive at the exact right time? An unexpected message, a coincidence, an encounter that shifts your perspective? That's not by chance. That's divine timing at work. And now, the angels ask you to believe that the same will happen with what is currently troubling your heart. It's not that things are at a standstill. They are being prepared. I know silence can be uncomfortable. It forces us to face our fears, doubts, impatience. But it's in that space that angels whisper the deepest truths. They are asking you to look within, because that's where your brightest light resides. And that light, your light, is the key to navigate moments of uncertainty. It's what will illuminate the path, even when everything around you seems dark. Remember, silence is not abandonment. Silence is a divine pause. It's an invitation for you to return to yourself, to strengthen and prepare for what lies ahead. If today you feel someone is distant, know that often the space between two souls is necessary for both to grow and to meet in the right time, in a deeper and truer way. And the angels ask you to trust in this process, not to try to rush what is beyond your control. Once, someone told me that in a moment of despair, They asked the angels for a sign. They wanted to know if they should give up on someone who seemed so far away, so unattainable. The next day, while walking absent-mindedly, they found a white feather on the ground. Small, almost imperceptible, but shining in the sunlight. In that instant they knew, it wasn't time to give up, but to trust. The silence, they understood, wasn't a no. It was a not yet. And weeks later, the answer they had been waiting for arrived, in a way they could never have imagined. The angels are sending you signs right now, even if you haven't noticed them yet. It could be a song playing on the radio that deeply resonates with you, a word someone says unintentionally, but that seems to be directed at your heart. It could be the simple fact that you are reading this message right now. None of this is by chance. And I need to tell you something important. You are not alone. Even when everything seems uncertain, when the silence weighs heavy, remember that the angels are by your side, holding your hand, even if you can't see them. They are asking you to keep the faith, to keep shining your light, because this light will attract all that is rightfully yours. Now, I want you to do something. Just for a moment, place your hand over your heart. Feel the warmth emanating from there. That warmth is your inner light. It's proof that you are alive, that there is a strength inside of you that can weather any storm. Repeat to yourself, I trust in divine timing. I am guided by the light of the angels. Everything that is mine is on its way. And as you ponder on this, remember, silence is a gateway to your own strength, to your divine connection, to the miracles that the angels are preparing for you. Don't doubt. Don't give up. Just trust. And in the next moment, you will understand, in an even deeper way, why the angels have brought you here.